This video is sponsored by War Dragons.
Okay, well that was the worst timing possible. We got the call that the plane was coming. We got everything ready. We saw the plane. The plane was like right there coming in hot. And then this storm kicks up and the plane leaves. We are soaked. You can hear the thunder. Everything we have is put away. We have no shelter, and the plane left. The plane is gone because it couldn't fly in the storm. So now, what? This is day 9, morning of day 9. Hello, how are you doing? Yes.
At around 4, I woke up and smelled some smoke. Part of the forest is burning right now.
You can really see it. Smokestacks.
This is unreal. It's like a dream.
Full ramming speed ahead. Oh man, way less visibility here. I can't say I'm not a little concerned, if I'm being honest. What would you do? What would you do if you're out here? No lifeline out. All flights are grounded. You know, what would you do? Hey guys, how you doing? I'm here in Toronto, staying at a hotel. I've been here for about 5 days. I'm here at the hospital trying to figure out everything with my guts. Everything's been going all right lately. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's going on, and so I can continue to do these trips and be healthy and be proactive and all these things you need to do in life, right? What I've been doing a lot lately since I've been down, I've been bored, I've been editing a little bit, but while I'm waiting in doctor's offices and lines and things like that, I've been playing War Dragons. So thank you to War Dragons for sponsoring this video. War Dragons is an awesome mobile real-time strategy game where players directly control dragons to attack enemy bases. There's over 150 dragons to breed and collect in this game. What? Each with different attack styles, abilities, and classes. This is really cool. War Dragons is partnering up with Stack Up, an organization dedicated to bringing both veterans and civilian supporters together through a shared love of video gaming. So do me a favor, will ya? Support the channel and find something fun to do by downloading War Dragons on your phone or tablet by hitting install below, and find out how breeding your first dragon helps donate to Stack Up's cause. You can also find more details on how to contribute in the description box. My absolute favorite part of the game is the breeding dragons part. Common dragons in higher tiers are more powerful than the previous tiers, so rare and legendary dragons may take longer to breed, but you get turned out with some awesome dragons. Also, legendary and mythic dragons are obtained by participating in seasonal events for a limited amount of time. You can even obtain additional tokens by completing breeder missions. Players can join guilds to launch cooperative attacks with friends and family and dominate their rivals. You can attack and defend in real time. So like if you're online as an attack on your base occurs, you can actively defend it by manning your towers as the opponent flies through the base. Also, opposing players or their guildmates may defend in real time if you launch an assault. So obviously it's really hands-on. This is a cool game. So once again, download War Dragons on your phone or tablet by hitting install below, and find out how breeding your first dragon helps donate to Stack Up's cause. And you can also find more details on how to contribute in the description box below. So thank you very much to War Dragons for sponsoring a video. I really appreciate it. We're about to look at part 3 of the Stranded series. Thanks guys, have a good day. Good morning.
Well, I slept really well. Those clips you saw were at like 4 in the morning, the sun coming up. I had really weird dreams. First time I dreamt in probably years. Very strange dreams. Conor McGregor, Dana White, Cody Ko, and Noel Miller. Canoeing and portaging. Very strange. Very, very strange. Got a beauty day already. A little bit of wind starting. Surprise, surprise. Beauty. Today we've got to paddle back along that route, back to our normal route, and then we have a real big slog today, getting over a beaver dam, like a 200-meter beaver dam, and sinking in mud and stuff, so should be fine. They're dancing. Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The perfect pike catch.
The perfect pike catch. Play with them a bit, then just have them spit it. On the board for today with Mr. Pickle.
Oh, I hope medicine hat doesn't have burn on it.
Same here. What you doing, Joe? Just filming you.
Cool. This is that lily padded out area. Oh, there he goes.
He's running.
Okay, bud.
Make sure you got your glove on.
Well, Joe,
Gloves on for safety.
last time you,
Yeah. Another float plane coming through. It's the second one we've heard today. Can't see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Way up there. I don't know if you can see it. Getting pretty warm. It's midday. Well, it's noon. Midday is like 5 o'clock. I got this lightweight cool buff from Outdoor Research. Not sure if it's merino wool or not, but anyway, give it a little dunk in the water. She goes around the neck, and it helps cool me down, keep the sun off my neck. You ready?
you should wear a sexy hat like this and do the same thing.
Yeah, I'd rather roast. Not into the long grass! Don't go into the long grass! What do you think? There you have it. Just, you know, just take a second and think about it.
And there's not even the right quote at all. That "Don't Go Into the Long Grass" is Jurassic Park: The Lost World Part 2. It's the second one. It's definitely not Alan Grant who says that, but I can't think of any quotes from Alan Grant. "Life Will Find a Way" is John Hammond. "Dumb" is John Hammond. "Dumb." Dino Droppings is Ian Malcolm. What is a quote from Alan Grant? You have T-Rex? There we go. We have a T-Rex.
Have you completely lost your...
Did you say you have a T-Rex? You have a T-Rex? We have a T-Rex.
You're having like your own conversation because I tuned out 5 minutes.
I'm talking to the camera, homie.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I do that. It's been a ongoing... How long have we been camping together?
A while.
Videos from day one.
They went,
Yeah. Okay. Life will find a way. Don't go into the long grass. Not into the long grass. About to hit the portage. The portage is right there with the green trees, not the burned trees. We're really hoping the next lake, Mexican Hat, is not burned. Ruh-roh. I just went the silly way for no reason at all. No reason at all, and now I'm stuck. Pulling a G-U. Joe unit. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Gotta get it there wet there, bud.
Yeah, let's just go back. Silly guy. Yep. Okay, no reason for that. Dum 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 dum. Well, this is the portage. It's very grown in. I assume because the fire that ripped through here, and obviously this is all growing up in its place, in the tree's place. Little maples, bunch of grass, probably a whole bunch of ticks. It's hot. It's a sunny, hot day for a change.
Kyle lined his boat through here yesterday. Maybe I'll try to do that.
Yeah, I stepped on all the rocks. All of the rocks.
You got a little canoe.
Easy to film me the whole time.
Does it bother you?
It's a little awkward, honestly.
Really?
It's like voyeurism.
You're not used to it yet?
Spying on my what?
You're not used to it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, the good thing is I don't really care either way.
No, I know you don't care about anything.
Yeah. Thanks for the canoe, Harlan.
I'm being gentle. As gentle as I can be.
Because the video's on.
No, I'm still gentle when it's off. I like this canoe. That was there before I started. I was
doing the logo.
Oh. So you're trying to get a close up of all the scratches.
This was immaculate before you.
Yeah, right, brand new, right? Let's take a look at your pride and joy over here.
Shh.
Tip, 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 tip.
I'm up on a rock.
Tip, 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 tip.
I got it.
Dang it, I tried to push you on the end. You ready?
Nice.
Oh, hello.
Voyeur. It's kind of like voyeurism, he says.
Spying on me while I'm doing a portage.
No one's supposed to see this. That's really hard. This fly is doing laps around me right now. Literally circles like a hula hoop around my body. A hula hoop fly. There's my first sign of the lake we're headed to. The nice cliffs and blue water. It's clouding up like crazy right now. Cool. The moss. I'm getting nailed by mosquitoes in here. More so than the rest of the trip. There we go. Let's stop and have some lunch here, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna head back for my canoe. Then it's lunchtime before we get on to Mexican Hat. Well, back here with the, thanks for that. Back here with the canoe. Kyle's here if you didn't notice. So, remember when I was walking on this trail and I was like, it's a hot sunny day. It has really changed, like complete cloud cover. I see a little bit of blue in the sky. So we'll see what that brings. We do have to go through that dam and that Beaver Dam and get all wet and stuff. So it would kind of been nice to do that on like a warmer day, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
It'll blow off some of the stink.
Yes, Beaver Dank. Well,
Beaver Dank will clean us at this point.
Yeah. So this is a very buggy portage, mosquito-wise. I'm gonna get on a little bit of bug spray so I can sit here and eat my lunch in peace, other than Kyle.
I smell so bad, they haven't really bothered me very much.
Mm-hmm. I like to take my watch off and my sunglasses off when I'm using this bug spray because it does kind of mess with plastic. I think this is the second time Woo, that was a stinger. I think this is the second time I've used bug spray on this trip. So all in all, not too shabby.
Yeah, a lot better than bug Armageddon we thought it was going to be like.
Bug-ageddon?
Bugageddon, that's what I was trying to spit out.
Oh, look at the nonsense. Look at the nonsense. The food needs to go near the bottom so it's portaged easier.
Right, right.
The problem with that is you gotta pull a Joe every time you want some. I did have snacks in a pouch higher up, but those snacks have been consumed. Consumed all up.
I'm hungrier today than I have been.
I'm starving. What are you doing for lunch? I know you got nut butter.
I got nut butter, which I'm getting smarter. I squeeze it all into the end and work it and like, because otherwise 90% of it gets lost in the packet.
Yep,
so
that's how you should do it.
Finally getting smarter. I got tortilla, I got nut butter, and I've got some cranberry granola.
You just make a little sammy?
Yeah, just like a granola peanut butter sandwich.
Is it crunchy?
Yeah.
Do you love it?
It's acceptable.
Nice. So very hungry. My stomach is just going to town. We're gonna go 2 mustard packets today, boys and girls.
Whoa.
I got a little.
You're concerned about this Beaver Dam. We're going 2 mustard
Yeah, I'm
packets.
bulking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 raisins for dinner, for breakfast. Dessert. Dessert's the word. All right, I got a little flatbread with some suspect meat, just straight sus meat, but we're gonna eat it. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to stop for a real lunch because I can't eat this again. It's like 3rd day in a row. I'll have some extra chili and I have that chicken stew that I wanted to eat for lunch. That's what I'll do. Well, we've reached the impassable Beaver Dam. It doesn't look that bad. We're saying this now at the beginning, but it looks like, man, the weather has changed. It looks like we just gotta line our canoes in here and walk along the side. I'm like, just pretty easy going, actually. Really easy going. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what we'll do. All the way yonder. Yonder, I say. Man, that's changed. It's breezy. It's not even hot at all. Sun's gone.
Nothing compared to some of the stuff we've done in the past. Oh, consumption. Hello.
Just taking the old canoe out for a walk.
Come on, good boy.
This is not bad. That's stinky. Stinky and stinky. Do they have boots on? Hey, this isn't ideal, I would say. The water. Nice and easy to pull you in. Okay, it's getting soupy.
Okay.
It's getting soupy, we say. Oh, poopy soupy. Doopy.
Smell very good.
Yeah. I was going this way. Oh. Just soup.
You straight up in the water or what?
What?
Nothing. I'm just barely staying above the water.
What?
I'm like walking on the mud and just barely staying above it. I'm gonna try and paddle for a second, yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Need the mud force to be with you.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is, bud. Woo! Nope, there's a big log and rock.
Cool.
Cool. Love it. Yeah, that's that. The end of the road for a minute. Woo! Sinky, sinky. That's all she wrote.
To pull it in, but it's just like thin veneer of water.
Pull it right across the mud. Totally fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
That's why it said F. Okay.
What?
It just keeps going.
How long?
Long, I can't see the end.
Cool.
Cool. Love it.
This is not a Bogwam approved route.
It's a boggy ass road. All right, gotta walk across that, so we're gonna go. Oh, bogged down in semantics. Ugh. Yep. This is making the trailer.
Oh, you son of
Oh, I'm breathing heavy. Oh, I'm breathing heavy.
Let's go canoe camping.
This is fine. We've done much worse than this. Pulling up to it all full of piss and vinegar, all high and mighty on ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
I have nothing that's clean to wipe this with. Okay, I think we're out of the worst part of it. There's a lot of pulling and pulling and sweating. And smelling. But I think we're almost out of it. Oh my gosh. Come on. There's a big old beaver lodge in front of me too. That's the culprit of this whole mess. Mr. Beaver. Not beavery enough for the Beaver Club. Nibble, nibble. Whew. This is a real canoe trip now, boys and girls. I'm extremely excited about it. I'm very glad we had to do this. A little bit of strenuous work, a lifetime of memory, honestly. I don't know if it continues to go that way or up to the left here. I'm gonna follow this. I don't see any boot prints or anything up to the left. It might just be a simple pullover though. Instead of going around this, I'm gonna actually go check it out over this bank, this little berm here. Because if I can just go up and over, it opens up over there too, actually. Oh, let's see. Let's see. There might be a boot print here. What's that all about? Print. Past the point of caring now. Mud scooping it? Oh, Kyle. There's the lake. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll pull it over and portage, excuse me, myself right into the lake, if I can. Getting a bit soupy again. Oh man. Okay, just get into there. Maybe I can paddle through that. Oh, that's a big hole. That's a big hole. Okay. Oh, on the beaver trail. Beaver. Yeah, regardless, it's all messed up. It's all screwy. This is the channel though that gets into the big lake. Oh, and it's not burned. It's not burned. It's not burned. Yeah. We've come to the conclusion we believe it's going to storm. Some dirty old gnarly dark clouds rolling in, and the sky is sorry, the wind's picking up big time, so
I could use a shower right now.
yeah, we're a little stanky. Look at the boats. Look at the mud in the boats. Everything I own is covered in mud. All right, gotta go. Gotta make some time. Okay, this is the end of it. I hope this is the lake. Yes, this is the lake. Ba-bam, son. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice to see. Priceless. Absolutely priceless. I haven't been this overjoyed from something that sucked in so long. Reminiscent of Birchcliff Creek. Kyle and I's last Algonquin trip. The real OGs will know. That took 6 hours though, the Birch Cliff thing, and this only took half hour. Woo! And it's not a burn. It's a beautiful lake. Beautiful lake. So real talk, I need this. I've been feeling like I'm in a slump lately. A little bit depressed because the whole medical stuff that's been going on. Losing Scout. Just living up there and not being able to take advantage of it after moving my whole family up there and expecting that to be the life now. And then I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to take a chance and get out here, and I am so very happy I did. I need this in my life, big time. I need it. And I told you guys that before. I need this just for me. To stay sane, to appreciate what I have. Like, honestly, like, I love being out here. I absolutely love being out here. And I was actually bummed out at first because I thought this trip was going to be super easy and just paddle around from lake to lake, slamming walleye. It is that, but it's also that. It's that. That is a memory. That is a lifelong memory. I will never forget Birch Cliff Creek. I will never forget that trip with Kyle. And this one, it's starting to become that too. The hardships that you go through matter. The hardships are the best. Don't get me wrong, I love slamming walleye and kicking Kyle's butt at fishing. I love it. But that's needed. A little bit of adversity is needed. Lessons, life lessons. 35 years old, starting to learn some things, you know? Stick with me, kids. I'm sorry if my videos have not been great lately. I keep seeing comments saying that, like, Joe moves north and then his videos suck, or hits 1 million subscribers, doesn't go camping anymore. It's like, runs his mouth, doesn't know the full deal. Believe me, I'd be camping this whole time. I would have already been on and I have. Tripper's been on 3 camping trips already, right? It's just summer now. A couple days ago, just got him. Anyways, if you feel that way, I do apologize. It's not been my intent. I'm doing what I can when I can, and this is quite rejuvenating. I have a procedure in Toronto next month, and I don't know now whether or not I want to go do it. We'll see. We'll see after this trip how I feel, because the way I feel right now, I want to go on another canoe trip when I get back. I want to take Tripper on his first real canoe trip right when I get back. That's how I feel right now, and that's what I keep saying to Kyle these past 4 days. Hope you guys understand. Hope you guys are still with me. I really do appreciate all my subscribers from way back when to now. Isaac Sipe, Isaac Sipe, I don't know how to say your last name. You're always watching, you're always commenting. Super appreciative of that, man. There's a lot of other people. There's a lot of people. You guys make this possible. Alright, campsite time.
So now I get why canoeing is fun. When you
Okay.
actually catch fish, and you don't try to, like, canoe all day long.
Joe and Kyle are big happy.
Big happy.
Look at this site. Look at this. Is like an Algonquin-esque site. Like, just flat space for days. Lots of tree cover. Look at this dank. Look at that dank. So Kyle caught a large walleye for real, a nice, really big one, and I got a small one, and he got a second one. So we're gonna have 3 walleye to eat. It's only 2:30. We got lots of time. It hasn't stormed on us.
4 o'clock dinner and a 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock dinner and a 9 o'clock dinner, exactly. That way we can fish after. There's some falls down there. I'm pumped. Like, I'm
This is perfect.
very happy about this.
We know there's good sized walleye in this lake.
Yeah, back on the walleye lakes and out of the burn, which is bueno. I don't say bueno. What the heck? Why would I say that?
Well, I literally just said that, and now the rain is starting. We can hear the pitter patter of the rain drops.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Let's get at her. So we're gonna set this tarp up real quick, where we can have a fire, cook up our food, and stay dry. Best of all three worlds.
You're asking a lot, Joe.
Yeah.
Reroute this line a bit. Good job, Joe.
Thank you. You too. You too, big guy.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
That, Kyle.
Boom.
Good job.
What was that, 10 minutes?
Yeah, if that, man.
Yeah.
Time to relax.
Look at this shoe. Just mud caked all in it. Kyle's out walking in the water right now, but I'm a little chilly. So I'm going to take mine off and wash them in the water by hand. Oh, look at that. Just mud caked. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's another. I think it's a caddisfly larva, or maybe a dragonfly larva. It's a big one, but it's just the exoskeleton again. Look at the size of that thing. He's already come out. Oh no, is he? Yeah, he's hollow. He's hollow, empty inside, just like me. All right.
Oh, Joe.
Well, she's a slippery one. I don't really care about my pants too much. They'll dry. But I do want to wash my socks and my boots off. Oh yeah, that's a little muddy. That's a little brown. It's a brown. So that's a little before and after shot there for you folks at home. Nice.
What are you doing?
I just, it's still stuck. The beater's stuck in it. There went my dry shoes. Damn it.
Oh,
Oh, I hate my life.
man, I am content right now. Like,
Yes. There's the temperature, perfect.
yeah, it's not hot.
Bug situation, 0 except for 2 million ants on the ground.
If you look at the ground, it's moving with ants.
It's like, it's trippy. Nice gentle breeze.
We have 3 walleye sitting there.
We have 3 walleye. We have flat ground.
flat. There's a bunch of spots for tents.
I mean, there's even some birch here, right? We could use that bark.
Honestly, man, this trip is like, I'm so glad we had to do that muck slog like that.
That was a blast.
It was a blast.
It was fun.
It like solidified that this is a real canoe trip now.
Yes.
Like we're in the middle of nowhere. We got flown in, and we're still both like, no. Like,
right, kind of that. We haven't had a really terrible portage yet. How hard could it be, right?
This is awesome. I honestly, I feel, I couldn't ask for anything else.
No, this would be perfect. You got really excited down by the water, and I was really hoping there was like a 6-pack there. That was like the only thing that could make this any better. Would be
Yeah,
a
it
6-pack.
was just exoskeleton.
It was just an exoskeleton. Another bug. Yeah, it was good. I got a fish hook stuck in my leg. I caught the biggest walleye I've caught so far this trip. Great portage.
I got to rip a hook out of your leg.
Yeah, that's a new one for us. We've done other weird stuff together, but that was a new one.
He got the pike, or what was this pike? Yeah,
It was a pike, yeah.
he slammed his leg with the lure, and it got stuck, and he screams, and I'm like, I think it's in his pants. I'm like, Kyle, man, stop screaming. And he's trying to like get the hook out, and it's like in his leg. So I'm like, grab the pliers and do it. And he tries, he's shaking, like
It shook me up.
Yeah, I know.
I tried to pull it instead because you just pull up, it's not going to do anything. So I tried to pull like as flat as I could.
Of course.
But it was hard with the pant there, you know.
Well, you couldn't do it, so I was like.
So I like yanked on it hard. I was like, "Grr," and then I was like, gave
What
it to
did you do? What did?
No. I made a lot more noise than that.
Yes.
We can watch it on my GoPro.
You got it?
I have it on GoPro. Yeah, we can rewatch it right now.
I think I'm gonna ask you to send me some of that so that I can put that. Right
that
now.
clip might get deleted.
No, send it to me.
Anyways, so yeah, then you grabbed it and just went boom, and you yanked on it hard.
I had to. I knew I had to. I didn't want to go halfway and then you know what I mean.
Like, yeah, I should have just. Anyway, so you ripped it, and I let out a really loud scream because it hurt.
I know.
Man.
I could feel the barb inside the leg for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a hole. There's a hole, and you can tell it's like a little red, but it doesn't hurt really to touch or anything.
Anyway, good day. Great day. Probably my favorite day, to be honest.
Yes.
We got up and we moved without I already said this, but without even mentioning it to each other, right? Like just get up and go.
We were synced finally. It was like just boop boop boop.
We synced up.
Yeah, we synced up. There's like a point where like you feel like there's too much gear and you're disorganized. You don't know how it goes together. But like 3-4 days in, you finally figure out like, here's how I take the tent down, put it back together, and I don't know.
We know all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And I've like the last time Kyle went on a canoe trip was the Tomagami trip where I almost got taken over by black flies.
Yeah.
Kyle had to actually carry my stuff on one or two portages, saved my life. I was like passed out on the portage, couldn't even breathe. I had such a bad infection from the black fly. Anyway, that was in
2016.
16.
16. It was 16. It's been 3 years. Been a while.
It's been a while, but I've been going on them obviously, but I haven't been on a real one, since maybe the one Doug and I went on maybe last fall was only 3 days. So again, we didn't get into the groove of things. You get in and out in 3 days. We're 4 days deep here.
I think it's like seems like Dave, like 3 or 4, one of the two, everything that clicks together and it starts working.
Kevin Callan says that he's like you have to go for longer. The average canoe trip used to be like 2 weeks, and now it's like overnight or 2 days. You know what I mean? And you don't really fall into your sink, getting the swing of things, getting harmony with nature until day 3, day 4. You're saying?
Yep, I 100% agree.
Very nice. I'm excited to see what days 5, 6, 7, and 8 will bring. This has gone by very quickly, and at the same time, it's dragged on. Like, if you think about it as a whole, it's like that. But if you think about, I don't know, when we did the
flying in seems like a million years ago.
Right. But even like something earlier today seems like a long time ago.
Like when the barb was in my leg.
Yeah, that seems like forever ago.
It does.
The rain is picking up again. We're getting lucky. It sprinkled for a little bit.
Sprinkles, it stops. Sprinkles, it stops.
Oh, something's a brewing.
I just like that we're camping and there's no like 10 dead trees over top of
our thing. No doubt. Yeah, so this lake where we are right now, this island, and this, I don't know if that's a big island, but in front of us there's no burn. But for the rest of the lake, we can see burn as far as we can look.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. But I'm glad to be here. Very glad to be here.
I concur.
Concur!
Okay. We'll do this up a little different. I give you a clothesline, Joe.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, bud.
What's on there? Oh, Prussic?
Yeah. No.
Alpine butterfly?
No.
Jolin?
Jolin.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to do mine? Yeah. Oh, thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Thanks, buddy.
Do I get a free knife with it?
I got a Mora.
Woo! It's calm.
Yeah. Dude, your face is so dirty.
Oh, do I have my sunscreen and beard/dirt mix going?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can dig it off.
Oh no!
Yeah. Oh, there it comes out really good. Yeah, it's bad, man. Get cake in there.
try and make this a little bit more safe. We can have it up here instead of on the ground. And just notice that it doesn't really have a barrier on this side. There we go, a little bit better. We've decided and discovered that we prefer the fish a little crispy.
Yeah, I think a little bit of brown, borderline black on some of the edges.
A little brown goes a long way.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah, my hands are a little battery. Oh man. So there's falls on this lake, waterfall.
What is it?
And it's just down, sorry.
Good.
And it's just down the lake. So I think after I'm done eating, I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna go down there. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. There's obviously walleye in here, and there'd be a good chance of catching them at the bottom of the falls. Maybe I'll drag. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this stuff up first for sure. I want this one. I want this super crispy one. Kyle has caught the biggest walleye of the trip today.
Been lucky.
It's actually,
Red Devil.
yeah, surprising, eh?
Uh-huh.
Little red devil spoon.
That big, it's not one of the big honkers.
Yep. My rippling redfin letting me down today. Only one little walleye guy.
Nope.
It's almost 6. I don't think it matters if we come out a little bit early for fishing tonight because there's no sun really. It's all cloud cover anyway. We'll see, I guess. I just caught a little walleye on my deep diver again right after I left the campsite. That's pretty cool. Second one on that guy. Just little walleye. I'm trolling across to another island or point right now to see, and then I'm going to zigzag back my way across the lake to these falls. We don't know if the falls are on our side or the other side of the portage, but it's only 3:25 and there's no gear, so I'm doing it regardless. Kyle said he doesn't want to, but he's in his boat somewhere. Yeah, he's in his boat behind me near the camp. I'm sure he'll come over if I do. Got my rain stuff with me just in case it starts to sprinkle again. It's only been sprinkling. And then the bag that the rain stuff is in I can use to cover my camera. Got another fish.
Who knows what it'll be? Every single time I think I know what it'll be, it's a different fish. I keep saying walleye and pike and then walleye. We shall see. What are you, Mr. Fish? This third fish in like 10 minutes. It's gotta be a pike, I mean. It's pulling hard. And of course it's a walleye because I say it's a pike. Every darn time. That's the biggest walleye I've caught this trip. Oh, okay, bud. And he's gone. Big old walleye.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I didn't land him. And it's raining.
Get him on that deep diver?
Yeah, that's the third fish since we left camp on the deep diver.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't got anything.
Well, deep dive. It's raining. Pretty shallow in here. I don't know that there'll be any good fishing on this side of them, but I'm gonna go do the 325 meter portage just with my fishing pole, my lucky lure here. I might have went the wrong way. Regardless, if I don't get any fish, I'm sure it'll still be pretty, and I can show you guys. Oh yeah, it's beauty. It's already worth it. It's already worth it. Look at that. Yeah, I can't fish this. This is just a small little pool. Very shallow. Very shallow. Ain't gonna be nothing in there. This is so pretty. So this obviously all burned as well. Pretty recently it looks like. Mexican hat. Alright, I've come out to the other side here. Little rock cairn. Oh wow, this is pretty. Man, this is pretty. Look at this. All burned on that side, you can tell. Man. The falls start over there. I don't know that I'll be able to fish these at all. Either way, no big deal. I'm glad I came out. It's like a long fall instead of a big waterfall, so it's all real shallow in there. No big deal. Very, very pretty. Glad I came up. Well, a little sweaty. Kyle went back. He said he was tired, so he didn't want to do the portage, which is fine. I'm happy to do it anyway. I'm gonna head back now and troll along the way back to the camp. I'm tired myself and very warm because I have 2 pairs of pants on and 2 shirts. Okay, going back. Peaceful. It smells so nice.
for a change.
I can only smell my stench.
This is it, guys. This is the night. Trying to get a fish on camera. So I'm trying for this epic shot of me catching a fish with that cool sunset sky in the background, and you saw the first one he got off, and then the second one I just got on. I took my time, I set the camera up, I pushed record, I thought, and I didn't get it. I got him in the boat and everything, and then I didn't have any footage of it. When I turned the camera around to look at it, it was all black. So that's the story of tonight for Joe, but that's okay. I'm going back to the camp. I see Kyle's made a fire. Excuse me. It's a really nice night. I'm super happy to have had one of these nights. Most nights here on this trip have been really nice, with the exception of last night. It was just whatever, but tonight was amazing. This is the exact kind of night I love, so happy to have it. Bunch of clouds now. Who knows what's gonna happen? I got the old rain fly on the tent tonight. I've gone 3 nights without it. With the second morning, I had to put it on there in a hurry. But yeah, I'm not chancing it tonight. 3 strikes you're out, Joe. 3 strikes you're out. Okay, I hope the camera's on. I hope the camera's on this time. What do I have? Another walleye? It's got to be a walleye. Oh, just a little baby guy. Just a little baby guy. Maybe it's been 2 minutes since I last shut the camera off. Oh, there's still some pink sky. Come on, what do I got? They're all like this. He's a touch bigger. Can you guys hear that? What do you think that is, Kyle?
It's gotta be bugs. It's the only thing it could possibly be.
We've
There's
not
so
heard.
many insects. It's like
We've not heard anything like that the whole trip.
no.
Sounds like mosquitoes, but kind of. You ever like go under like a power line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of like buzz.
The humming, yeah.
Yeah. It's like echoing the entire lake. Joe said this in his first time he was here in his video. He said this place is so full of life, and I feel like it's very correct. The fish, the bugs are just next level, but not bad next level. And I know there's tons of big game here. We haven't seen any because we're not very quiet when we're canoeing.
Boisterous.
We're a little boisterous, right? You know, between the singing and the kidding back and forth and all that, I don't think we're gonna sneak up on anything. But this place is pretty incredible. The lake right now it looks like a sheet of glass.
Man, this sound is
It's
nuts.
deafening. We've never experienced this before.
Not this sound.
No, not this.
I've like had like spring peepers going to town, but this is
Different.
hum. The winds are hum.
Wow.
Alright folks, in bed, started raining again. We were just done for the day. Day 4 was a great day, probably my favorite day, in tune with things now. Day 5 on the map seems like we don't have to do much, so we might push it to the next lake. We'll see what happens when we get there. I will see you guys in the morning.